Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Last time these two teams met, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers who came away with the W against the Thunder. And now we'll see who gets the advantage after they tied at one apiece.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smith. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Westbrook drives in. Knocks down the step-back Jay. Russell Westbrook still among the league leaders in shots at the rim, but Steve, he's expanding his offensive arsenal.
Well, he's improved as a three-point shooter. You know, he's got a great pull-up jumper from mid-range already, especially from that foul line area. So Westbrook really is a threat from all over the court.
Robertson can't hit. Irving from long range. And another 3 for Cleveland.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Irving from long range. Shot is off. Good D by Westbrook.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one. That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And not a good idea throwing the ball down the court that far.
Now here's Westbrook. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook. Cleveland shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
LeBron came into the league with a ton of talent and skill, hyper expectations, but he's done everything he can to hone and refine his game since his rookie year. And I think his climbing field goal percentage is an example of that. Up high and down hard. That's
what you use it.
Up and away. He was in the clouds.
Elevation, gentlemen. That's what we just witnessed.
Man, can he get up there or what?
And you look at his efficiency down low. LeBron has come a long way, Steve, from his rookie season when he shot just over 41%.
Well, it makes sense, Kevin. I mean, the post game is sort of the hardest thing to learn in the NBA, especially for a guy who didn't go to college. So LeBron has put in the time. He's become very efficient down on the block. And that allows him to space the floor around LeBron, which is just a nightmare to guard.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi, Clark, ever drafted in the first round.
And Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
And one thing I like about Adams, and maybe it's the rugby background, he plays with so much aggression. It always keeps an even keel. He's the one who sort of initiates contest and becomes an irritant with his opponent, but he never retaliates, and that's real toughness.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Miller's checked in for LeBron. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And both free throws good for Shumpert.
Boy, you look at Steven Adams, he's got an impressive frame. You forget that he's only 21 years old. So he's got room to grow and to get stronger, both when you consider skill development and his physicality. He could really be one of the most imposing big men in the league for a long time going forward.
And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. Clark, we're witnessing a special time in NBA history. Two players in LeBron James and Kevin Durant who might be considered for best ever by the time their careers are even over.
Well, you know, they'll be in the discussion when you look at Kevin Durant's really unprecedented skill set for a player of his size. Man, he's long, he's 6'11", he can shoot it from deep, he goes off the dribble, and LeBron is a 21st century video game player. I mean, 6'8", 260, speed, likely the greatest athlete in NBA history, and with a complete and elite array of NBA skills. So, really unprecedented in what he's done.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself centered.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine. And when you watch Durant and LeBron, sometimes they almost look like superheroes. And both of them can legitimately play every position, except maybe center, but they are just unbelievably versatile.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
And LeBron, widely regarded as the best player in the world, would certainly get my vote for his all-around brilliance, but I think KD has created some legitimate debate. You know, LeBron versus Durant, really kind of the Magic versus Bird of this era.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the court. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown.
Look at that.
That is a
Bring him down now. Rattle that rim, young man. Rattle that rim.
He did it all right. The rim, the backboard, the stanchion, all of it.
I hope he's okay.
Let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, you have to admire Dion Waiters' confidence as he feels he's going to be the next great shooting guard. Not shy to proclaim himself as the next in line. Waiters saying, I really believe that I'll eventually be the best shooting guard in the NBA. This year I'm going to show a lot of people who doubted me and still doubt me. I'm going to show them. Can't wait to watch, guys.
Well, Doris, confidence so key in this one. Thanks. Durant with it. Jones covering. Outside for Durant. Feeds it to Robertson. Back to Durant. Second shot opportunity. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. You know, there was a great stat about him when he played. He had 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So it shows you about Scott Brooks.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
And Durant, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 18 points.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
It's stolen by Ibaka. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think we're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
And Thompson kicks to Irving. The three kept alive. James, the pass to Irving. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Miller comes in for James Jones. Iman Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Well, if you're looking for one area where LeBron is nearly average, Steve, it's his free throw shooting percentage.
Yeah, he said going into last season that his number one priority would be to shoot at least 80% from the foul line. He did fall short, but you gotta love the drive. I mean, this guy wants to be better at every facet of the game, year in and year out, putting in the work. That's why he's the superstar that he is.
The feed now to Dellavedova. Cleveland moving the ball around. Ball's knocked loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. 55 seconds left in the first half of the game. LeBron James on the wing. Mozgov kicks to James. There's the three. Mozgov dishes to Miller. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul-prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They get it again. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Here's Cantor. Pass to Augustine. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Thunder lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie